Alright, hello there everyone, my name is NeuroIntegrate. Alongside with me today will be Volty. We'll be casting EnVyUS versus Titan first of all, second of all Gamers 2 versus Kingwin, but that later on in the evening. So hello there everyone, hello Volty.
Hi man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling quite good. So there we go, the match is about to get started, so we still have a little bit of talking about Vulcan incoming. So Vulcan, the main sponsor of the league, thanks a lot for spending so much money on CounterPit, for letting us watch such a great Counter-Strike action. But yeah, we have to talk about the league. There we go, this is Vulcan. Here you can make your fantasy league, so it's basically the same as in League of Legends, as in ESL for their tournaments. You can participate in the fantasy leagues, but here you can win real life money. You can enter with money, you can enter with credits, no problem, so you can even play for free. So yesterday I actually got some place in my league and I earned 3 cents. That's not a lot, but if you win in better leagues you'll earn more money, etc, etc. So here's my team for today. Today is the day 2 of Group B. Practice in CounterPit, so I entered with credits, and in my team I have Rain, Maniz, Shoxy, Mihu, Innocent, Kenny S, NBK and Scream. I made Scream my shot caller since he has the most season average points, so I trust in stats right here, but I picked people based on like my observations. So Kingwin, they made the team, and Rain is like the most solid right there. That's why I got him as the first guy, and he was pretty cheap. He doesn't need a great salary, so that's a great pickup right here. I picked a lot of people from Gamers 2 because I personally like them. I personally know the players, so that's basically it. There's Maniz, Mihu and Innocent. Innocent as the shot caller of the team, I trust him right here. Mihu, when he joined the team, he was supposed to be an ace. He came from a lower league actually, but he replaced a better class player to just show up as a great aimer, and he pretty much was the top fragger for all the matches that Gamers 2 played ever since. Maniz, he got kicked by Mihu coming in actually, but they realized he's a vital point to the team, so they brought him back, and I bet on him right here. Of course, I had to bring in the greatest stars, Shoxy and Kenny S right here, so that's where I put my money, and there we have NBK as an addition, and of course Scream, as I already mentioned, based on stats.
I've always wondered, do you say Mihu or Michu? Because you're Polish, so you probably know this better than me.
Yeah, so that's the
Is it?
thing. I once made a thread on HLTV explaining how to pronounce every single player's name in Polish. Yeah, you're right, I am Polish, and it's Michu. It comes from the name Michał, and that's just
Uh-huh.
his nickname that people call him when he goes out to play football.
hmm I see how it is.
So yeah,
Well, we're
that's
still
easy.
waiting for players.
Yep, just waiting for players right now. And we are missing one member from EnVyUS, one member from Titan. So there's a little bit of time for us to talk about different stuff. Of course, we can bring up the pre-game stuff like maps. That will definitely be very important. We have Dust 2 picked up by EnVyUS and Cash picked up by Titan, of course. EnVyUS coming in as the favorites, but Titan, they can definitely show up. Two top teams from France facing up right here. Yesterday we had the El Clasico of Germany, where MyUS and Penta faced. And actually MyUS was the favorites coming in, and Penta completely crushed them on the first map, and that was a big surprise. So we can never count Titan out.
No, and Titan, they won. We have Cash in this best of two as well, and they won against Flipside just earlier on that map as well. So 16-11, I believe that was. And then MBS, who won on Dust 2 against TSM, which is actually a really good. That is something major as well. So both teams have a great chance, and I'd say this is pretty much a 50-50 right here that we're seeing.
Yeah, alright, so we'll be getting into the game very quickly. I got that info. So Dust 2, a pretty evened out map. Actually, Dust 2 and Cash. These are the most even maps that you can get in CSGO, where people don't really care whether they get the T side or the CT side. It's not Train, it's not... Mirage is like very close too, but like it is slightly one-sided. But here, Dust 2 and Cash, these maps will be extremely evened out. So the team that proves they are the better team in terms of skill and all that stuff will just be the better one, basically, in the match.
So, getting into this, look, it's fun to discuss as well. MVS, they played really smart. Like, I saw the game against TSM the other day as well, and that 16-13 on Dust 2, and they had this kind of at some points like they mixed up their tactics so much you didn't really recognize the play that you used this even then. So it's interesting to talk about MVS in this one, definitely, especially in the first map that we're seeing. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's only the first best of two we had at the moment this evening. The second one will be played at 10 p.m. So after the stream, we'll have a short break when we will go offline, but we'll be coming back with Gamers 2 versus Kingwin. Of course, remember, guys, it's a best of two, so one of your favorite teams can win, can lose, or can tie. So not everything will be lost. If you came here just because you bet on CSGO Lounge, you don't have to lose your skins. That's, I think, one of the greatest things of the best of two. There's not such a huge risk involved in betting on the teams. So yeah, at the moment in the standings, I think EnVyUS is very high right there, but Titan is not looking like the greatest of all. So let me just bring up the table right now so you can see, guys, on the stream. There we go. We have TSM sitting at the top, 8 points. Well, EnVyUS can cash them if they win this 2-0, but they will once again go even. They will tie up. Hellraisers with 2 points, Mousesports with 2 points after their yesterday's tie, Titan with 1 and Penta with 1. So Titan, this is their very important moment when they have to get back to the league. It will be extremely hard because they're facing EnVyUS, but it won't get much easier since all of the teams involved are very strong.
Yeah, obviously, and we can take a discussion about everything that we've seen from this team earlier on as well. If I just can get this the stats up here, super quick. I believe MVS is, or I believe Titan that we talked, because I lived at the same hotel as, and we talked about this as well. And Apex, he looked like he didn't feel so well after DreamHack, so. He walked around there and he looked like he was about to puke at all times. Like, I don't know, maybe he was just sick at that point, but maybe he's sick today as well. So I don't know. Titan, Apex, are you gonna be there today, or are you gonna deliver at the top? I'm not too sure. Like, cause yeah, it's just he did not look really in shape, so to say.
Alright, so at the moment we are waiting for the greatest stars, of course, Shoxy and Kenny S. I mentioned that when I picked them up for my Vulcan team, and they are the guys that we'll have to wait right here for to start the game. Of course, the teams are already warming up on Dust 2, so I'll bring it up for you already. Oh, just wait a second, I have to get the volume up so we can hear the game actually. And there we go. Titan versus Team EnVyUS, waiting for the two last players to finally start the game on Dust 2, the first map. Second one will be Cash.
Yeah, and we're just waiting for the players to get in here, as I mentioned. We can talk about Vulcan. Go ahead and check that out. If you just came into the stream, Vulcan, you can win free money just by entering the practice leagues or whatever. And yeah, you can go into detail on that as well if you want to.
Yep, so you have a lot of leagues in Vulcan actually. You can join not only Counter-Strike, but you also have Hearthstone, you have League of Legends, you have Dota 2. So if you're also interested in other games, there's not a problem with that, not at all. So guys, just go ahead and check out Vulcan. As I said, you get free credits to start off, and you can join leagues for free. So you don't lose a thing, and you can get into it and make some good money. And of course, use the CounterPit code to get up to $1,000 for free. That's a big thing that we offer you.
Yeah, and it's not Vulcan as in Vulcan, it's actually Vulcan with the U instead of the A. So, because I mean, my friend was really confused when I told him to log on, and so Vulcan with the U. If you've never been on that site, go ahead, register and join in. You can, it's like a fantasy league where you win real money.
Yeah, definitely. So that's basically what it is. And Vulcan, when they played in League of Legends, they had a team back then. Not a lot of people knew about them. They didn't have that. I don't think they had that fantasy league already going on. I don't think it was that. But they sponsored a team, and everyone was mispronouncing it. They thought there was an A right there. So yeah, that's a good point you make here.
Yeah, we were discussing the other day because my friend wanted to join in and try it out. And he asked, how do I join the leagues? Like, because everything costs money. And I said, hey, you need to join the practice ones first before you can win, or before you can compete in the bigger ones. Because the other ones cost money, right? It's only the practice leagues that are free. Yeah,
the other ones cost the money, but you can make up enough money to join the paid ones without even using any single dollar out of your pocket. Because in practice leagues, you can also earn real life money. Well, I got 3 cents, so that's not a huge lot. But I think that if you stick around for quite a bit of time, you can actually participate in the paid leagues without paying anything.
I see how it is. I'm really new to Vulcan as well because I haven't used it a lot. I've used it once, I believe, and I didn't even see if I wanted or not. Like, it was really unofficial. So I'll actually try it out after this on the Kingwin match that we're seeing later tonight. About that, it's Gamers 2 versus Kingwin, I believe, right?
Yes, it will be Gamers 2 versus Kingwin, so that's a great thing. I will definitely be waiting to see that match, since Kingwin, we still cannot really put them anywhere, because they went to DreamHack, and they did show up. They didn't win a single match, but they did play very well. That match with Dignitas, it was extremely evened out. With Navi, they also got like 9 rounds. It's a very new team, a fresh team. You cannot really expect anything from them at this stage. You cannot expect them to win a major straight away.
Yeah, no.
So we have to wait and see like 2, 3, 4 more weeks to see what they can put up. And a match with Gamers 2, Gamers 2 is not like a tier 1 team. We cannot call them a top 10, but they're still there, like near the top, hanging like slightly below the top. So that's a great enemy to put up against Kingwin, so they can prove themselves step by step, and then later on maybe with the top teams.
Definitely, and you gotta have, you gotta consider Kingwin is like they're a super new team as well, and with that being said, it's super hard to play out with, epic tactics, and when you haven't really got to know each other, they speak English with each other. It's not like they speak their own native language. It's hard for them to get into it instantly, so you can't expect them to win like everything at one time. You gotta have, you gotta have the patience wait for that to come, obviously. And I believe that team has some potential. And right now, what we've been seeing from them so far is some great individual plays. I just wait for that to be mixed with the tactics, and I don't doubt a second the Kingwin can come part of this one.
Yeah, so definitely Kingwin. We just have to give them some time.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. It seems like we have every single player in the server already, so we're just waiting for them to get ready and start the 9th round. So yeah, just give us a second. I'll actually type in some more commands to make the stream even better, and then I hope we'll be ready to go finally.
And the game starts up here. The 9th round is about to come up. So with that being said, Titan versus Team EnVyUS. This is CounterPit League. The CPL actually. CPL is back. So we'll see who wins the 9th round. And both, as you mentioned earlier, both of these maps are. It's the kind of maps where it doesn't really matter if you come to your CT. You know, you prefer one side, but it doesn't really matter if you come to the other. So we'll see here how it starts up.
And there we go, Titan. Kinda coming out on top. Oh, now they get a great advantage. That's a 4-on-2, and they will win this 9th round.
And they will. And Keo just running away, using the time as much as possible.
Yep, trying to make it. Oh wow! Trying to make it a little bit longer. RPK falls. That's existence to finish it up. He got a little bit angry, but there we go. It will be Titan staying on the CT side and EnVyUS kicking it off on the T side. So yeah, actually, as I already mentioned, you don't get mad when you kick off on the CT side. You don't get mad when you kick off on the T side, since it is a very evened out map. So basically, a lot of teams decide to start on the T side, but you can see Titan, they choose CT and they don't really care. The same thing might be on Cash, but there I think most of the teams will pick CT.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see here how, if they will ever start. Jordan. What? Jordan?
Is there nothing in the game?
Is nothing there? Gilbert? Come on. Alright. We'll see what they do. If they'll start ever. We?
Ah,
French.
so that's I think that's EnVyUS's coach.
I should be. NBK with the off and middle, yeah. They really are warming up with off. So this is something when I play Dust 2, like people who warm up with off, I always tend to think they're tryhards. So, but these teams are professionals and they're working for this. So
yeah, so they are tryhards.
Yeah, they've got to try hard.
Alright, so let's see. Kenny S versus Shoxy. That duo will never get boring. These superstars are just always there to face against each other. And let's see who wins this time. EnVyUS or Titan. Kicking off with a pistol round. EnVyUS, of course, straight away pushing for long. And they will find Kenny S very quickly right here. But they won't be able to hit him in the head. And he's still hanging out right here. That's a shot through the smoke. NBK falls. And Smith with a frag only, but Titan are already here with the rotation. That might be a very good round for them unless Happy does something from the flank, but Maniac was just waiting for him. That's Titan with the pistol.
And what we saw there was, you know, when they push up on long like that, there's no one on long. They can decide, you know, they can decide whether they want to smoke, and, you know, they have some time to work with, whether still they don't do that. And if they were to buy nades and so on, and, you know, use them in the right way, then probably that would have been their rounds. Kenny S widened out for a while there, and then still gets that headshot. It's just EnVyUS doing some mistakes right there. We'll see if that catches up to them, or if they'll take this back. NBK here coming up on middle. Apex with the battle. M4 in his hands. Tries to go in for that kill. RPK down to 59 HP because of that action. And Happy, Keo, and everybody here on long, they can decide whether they want to execute right now. Maniac is there as well. He has to hold this down. Keo coming up here with a P250. Spots some people out, and that's on middle. RPK has already spotted out on middle. They know he's down there. Happy on the A side, trying to go in for Kenny S. Apex goes in for the kill on Shocks. It's a 3-on-3 situation. Happy, though, going insane with the Tech 9 right there. It's just a Rec 9. Yeah, like a Rec 9. Sorry, I'm losing my words. NBK goes in for the plan. And it's a 2-on-2 situation right now.
Yeah, Happy went crazy right there, but actually, unfortunately, he fell down, so he got killed by RPK. He could have got a lot more, and he could have been alive. Oh my goodness, what a shot from NBK. What a flick. RPK falls immediately. He wanted to go for the jump shots, but that's it. Existence just with 17 points of health. He's most probably not going to be able to win this round, and no, he will not. He's going to save up the FAMAS, and man, EnVyUS coming up with a force buy win on the second one.
That shot from MBK, it's like a reverse Kaylee.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was, that's something new. Alright, but since EnVyUS actually wins that second round, they do have enough money to buy, or, yeah, they do. And Titan, they're forced down to a low budget round here. Not too much to work with. Half armor, RPK, and Apex. Existence with head armor right there. So, we'll see if they'll do this right on long.
Alright, so we had almost 3 CTs on long right there, and one of them is already dead. That's Maniac who's gonna go down. So Titan wanted to do the same to EnVyUS. What happened to them just a second ago, they won't be able to. They're just getting smashed.
It's a hard moment right there for Kenny S. There's not much you can do right there. Innocent as he is. Alright. So 1-2 right now at EnVyUS with another round, and Kenny S, he could have, I think he had a chance going down CT and then trying to go in for that kill and then save potentially, but there's not much to do right there in that situation. It's really hard for him. So 1-2 with that being said, Titan with full pistol round coming up here. Eco actually, so RPK is going to go down on the B side. Kenny S has to support. He's behind this box, playing it smart, waiting for a kill to come at it, and gets shocks. But Keo is there to support instantly. The reply is there instantly as well. And Maniac and Kenny S has just gone out. Apex is alone. And with the USP in his hands, will he be able to get at least one? He won't.
Oh, he's down very quickly, and there was this one frag for Kenny S. He could have picked up a weapon, but as you said, Kiyoshima was there to support, and an easy round for EnVyUS. They only lost one man, so they didn't really lose a lot of economy. They're saving up a lot of money. Smiths still will be playing with that scout. That's a little bit of a risk. Kenny S. Will he challenge him in the middle with the AWP? Yes, he will. But I don't think Smiths will re-peek. So there we go. EnVyUS actually stretched out all around the map. Happy, near long. We have Kiyoshima covering B. Oh, there's Existence right behind the box. He wanted to do the same thing as NBK just a second ago, but didn't manage to do that in time. Kenny S, though, with a frag and NBK to open up this round. Titan looking good. And they want to get that advantage back because they won the pistol round, and then EnVyUS just took it away. That shouldn't happen. They're very angry.
The defensive moment coming up here by EnVyUS, they're pretty much waiting for Titan to make a mistake here. With that being said, if they do decide to go offensive right now, that's the right moment because Maniac is down here on pit. If they, if they throw the right nades, Apex could, support us, so on and so on. Then that would work out. The B side is all empty, or yeah, the B side is actually there's no one actually on the B side of the map, so the CTs don't have to worry about that. Titan can pretty much play this calm on the B side and actually support and rotate towards the A side, rather Keo on Maniac after kills has gone out, but there's not much he can do here.
Yeah,
and
they put so much resources into killing this one guy in the pit. They lost 2 or 3 people right there in the process. That's not a thing that should happen. An RPK to finish the round off.
What's important right there is, as well, when EnVyUS plays like that and they have all players on, towards the A side of the map, there's no one on the B side. The Titan can pretty much, read that instantly, and, if they decide to push into tunnels, that's the read, and they can come up from behind and everything like that. So what we need to see here from EnVyUS is that they pretty much split up a little bit more to fake and so on and so on, because Titan, they have a solid hold on, every single side, or, A and B, so Smith's on middle, missing out on that first blow. Actually, legs down, Kenny S at 20 HP, so with that being said, he could be an easy entry for this one team, EnVyUS, that we're seeing on the T side right now, going in for that first entry on Apex, eventually though on short as he decides to go in for the offensive peek. Middle is being flashed. One more peek coming up by Smith, so what? With the op, and Kenny S going down again. He just knows he's going to be there, and it's a 5-on-3 situation because of that. Now with 2-man advantage, EnVyUS, they're most likely to take this one round home.
Yeah, most likely, very much likely. And as you pointed out in the previous round, actually, there was no one from EnVyUS on the B side of the map. And with Titan putting up 2 people right there, EnVyUS still managed to lose it. They put, as I pointed out already, they put so much resources into killing that guy in the pit. That killed them completely, lost them the round. And right here, Smiths though, with the 2 entries, that's going to be a round back for EnVyUS and Titan. They're going to have their economy completely crushed. And there we go. This time there's no one on B, and that's where EnVyUS hit. And Titan, that's not good at all. They're covering up that A, but the thing is, they might even be saving weapons at this stage already. Happy goes down to Maniac. That's at least 1 to Titan. And yeah, Kiyoshima is on the hunt. EnVyUS are very much aware that the rest of Titan will just try to save the weapons. There's no chance for them to retake the site and win the round anymore.
Yeah, and it's what's most optimal now as well, so they have that off, 2 AKs as well. They don't even need that full armor since they know that EnVyUS is pretty much going to play with AKs as well, so they're going to play this really smart. They really are.
And BK
EnVyUS
could get a shot, but RPK just nails him.
At 2 to 4 right now, and if we take a look at the economy, EnVyUS, they're playing this solid. They have enough money to buy, and Titan, since they lost that earlier round, we'll see drops coming out, but you know, it's enough to buy nades and everything, so this is something that could work out their way. Kenny S playing glass cannon with that op, so we'll see how this goes.
To be extremely careful, and now a Titan, if they lose this round, they won't have any money to play with, so that's very much crucial to the outcome of the whole first half, actually. So let's see if they can put the FAMASIS and that AWP to good use. Apex, but that's a 1-for-1 since RPK drops 2. That's bomb side B already taken by EnVyUS. They'll get the bomb plant. However, there's no bomb there just yet. They have to wait a second more. Now let's Apex rotate towards the door, and he gets a frag. That's a great one. Bomb gets dropped. Even more seconds for Titan to rotate, but that's a 2-on-3, and if they want to retake bomb side B, they have to do some kind of an incredible play, especially as Apex is down to 12 points of health only.
And that smoke actually buys a lot of time for EnVyUS to play this solid, and sorry, they're getting Apex. He knows that, you know, he's probably just going to come from window either way, so he's just going to be peeking that. Happy is there to support if he comes from doors either way, so buying a lot of time by that smoke, forcing one of the enemies out actually, since they know that, hey, if we don't go now, then they're going to get the bomb planted. Smart play coming up by EnVyUS right there, and they play the B side like gods actually, so 2 to 5, and we'll see how it continues. Titan could have got that if they got the entry through doors on the one planning on site, or through window, I mean, sorry. That didn't happen, and EnVyUS with yet another round, playing T side on Dust 2. So Titan, we'll see how this goes, and you mentioned earlier that the economical situation for this team is looking really bad if they lost that round, so it really is. Maniac playing, what a position coming up by Maniac right there. Happy doesn't even spot him. But EnVyUS eventually, MBK and Keo going in for kills, and it's a 3-on-4 situation for that matter. Maniac behind the boxes.
Yeah, that was a weapon for Maniac right there, but what can he do if EnVyUS just rotate towards B and they can not do a thing? Maybe he can save up that AK and save up a little bit of money for the upcoming rounds, since if they continue the match in that fashion, they will have to eco once again at some point, and then Maniac might be able to drop. Yeah, Kiyoshima just guarding the AKs. Don't let them save Maniac. Now the last man standing behind Eggbox in the middle. He's in no man's land. He'll drop either to Shoxy or to Kiyoshima, so there's no way to go. 6-2 in favor of EnVyUS right now.
And, you know, that's what we have to talk. Yeah, a pause coming up as well. But that's what we have to talk about as well, because EnVyUS, we talked about that when they all went long, for example, you know, no split up or anything. Titan pretty much, you know, they had the B side clean from anyone, and they still had 2 players right there. And they can work on the retake situation if it comes to a point in which Titan dies on the A side. Now, that didn't happen at that round, but, you know, it's a smart play. EnVyUS, though, when they split up and try to fake, and for example, right there, when they get that first entry on the A side, Titan, they're that kind of team that wants to focus on the A side now because they get that entry. But EnVyUS, they play that smart and realize that, hey, let's not risk more players. Let's just go into the B side and dominate that area, and they did. So well played by EnVyUS right there. And when they split up like that, it's going to be unreadable for Titan. So cautious of what the enemies thinks is really what we're seeing from EnVyUS right now.
Alright, so Dust 2 is the map of choice for EnVyUS, and they're coming out on top right here on the T side, which a lot of people actually say it's slightly T-sided, so they're looking very good. Titan though, they have to pick up at least a round right now, and then string it together so they don't end up in this endless eco cycle, and are actually able to play in the second half.
Is that true, by the way? Someone sent me on Steam right now, Maniacs playing in a cyber cafe.
Well, I have no idea. Is it a credible, like, source?
Don't know. He just told me. I'm really unsure about that, but maybe he's right. I'm not.
Ah, alright, that's Maniac actually saying that. So, yeah, that's it. It seems to be true, and
Yeah.
that's the problem why we have the pause.
Well. Guess French internet isn't really too good then. Alright. So, EnVyUS versus Titan. How do you think it will end? We're seeing another bye round here from both teams, so...
Yeah, EnVyUS looking very confident on that first map of their own, but on Cash, Titan, they're not looking bad at all. It's just EnVyUS giving like 10% more. It's not one-sided, it's not a stomp, it's not a crush by any means. Titan now with the weapons in their hands, they might show up right here, but on Cash they will definitely fight to win the map. Right here, EnVyUS, a lot of things speak behind them, so they will most probably be the favorites to take it, but I don't think EnVyUS will have like a huge chance of winning this best of 2 series with a 2-0.
We'll see how it goes. Next round coming up here.
As you actually said, a 50-50 before the match. Oh, Maniac, he got blinded, but he still got the headshot on NDK, and straight off the bat, it's a 5-4.
Yeah, that one-man advantage at early beginning of the round actually pays off clean for Titan right here. They can get that kill on Keo if they want to, if they can decide to boost up above the smoke or whatever. There's a lot of opportunities for them to get this one kill, but they have the player on the A side as well. Smiths is there for EnVyUS, and if he gets that kill, he does get that kill, Maniac, actually. So Apex and the gang, they're on long here, lower long, actually. So the bomb is on the A side, but they need to work on this retake, and RPK is, you know, he's far away. He's on the B side, and if Titan wants to go in for this, it's a possible round for them. But the positions of EnVyUS right now, it just seems to be working out so good. Smith's playing this godlike with the op. Does leg Kenny S right there down to, I don't know, that was actually a little damage dealt, which is shocking. 1-on-1 situation, Opper versus Opper. Could the ace be real, Smiths? Is this gonna be your round?
Oh my goodness.
No, he was just playing around. He knew that he had that.
Yeah, that's just incredible. Existence was shooting at him with the USB, and he saw him. He was just running left and right. He didn't even bother to pull the trigger. That's a great ace.
It is. He just ran around. What? Alright. That's gotta be a little bit humiliating for Titan, especially for Existence right there. So, with that being said, that's a weird end of the round, I've got to say. I've not seen that too much in professional CS. EnVyUS coming out on the B side. RPK manages to get that entry, but they reply instantly with 3-4 great kills all over the map, and Maniac is left alone.
Yeah, eco for Titan didn't have too huge chances of working out, but still they got that one entry, and EnVyUS with 4 frags immediately after. 7-2 will be 8-2, and as I said, Titan have to finally grab a round, and they have to string it together with a second one, with another one, to make their economy at least a little bit better, because at the moment it's horrible. They won't be able to play with a lot of weapons, or nades most importantly, and defuse kits. And there's not much Maniac can do there. It's not like he loses anything by saving or so on and so on, but, you know, trying to go in for an exit would be good right there. So 2-8, and EnVyUS still in the lead. Another pause coming up here by Maniac, same again. So guess something is going on in that cyber cafe. Fans are coming up to him saying, hey, you want to take a picture? And he has to take pictures, I guess. I don't know, you know, something along the lines of a Titan player. But take a look at the scoreboard, actually. The whole Titan team are having some ping issues. I mean, there's 60 to 80 on every single man right there. And in EnVyUS it's 20 to 30, so that's a clean advantage right there. So it might be the whole lineup of Titan playing at the internet cafe. Oh, it goes down immediately for everyone.
We'll see. Maybe everyone's at LAN except for Maniac, because since he's the one who doesn't have the same ping as the others. You can always speculate, right? You never really know when they're online.
Yep, so there we go. That's a squad 20 brought up by Titan. Looking very good, looking very strong, but can they really put it to good use? That's the big question. Because if they lose a squad 20 right here, at this moment, that's $5,000 wasted. And their economy is not good at all, as we already mentioned.
Yeah, we'll see. EnVyUS with 8 rounds right here against Titan, and the next round coming up. So, yeah, how do you think it's going to end, Neo?
Well, let's see. Oh, that entry going the way of existence. Now we can say that Titan looking very good.
Yeah, they do grab that one-man advantage in the early beginning of the round, and CT going offensive in the beginning of rounds and then just trying to get that entry, then back off, it gives such an advantage because you let the team get one less of a chance of pretty much getting into side, surviving a round, and so on and so on. So it's really important that you get that entry. You see right now they still have that one-man advantage because RPK replies instantly on NBK right there. He's behind that smoke, goes down. Whoa, happy. He knew that he was there. I guess the call was the communication between EnVyUS is working out perfectly fine right now. The 3-on-2 situation right there. Apex doing great work from tunnels. Happy is alone where the op goes in for the kill. And Kenny, he's behind this box.
Oh, he hides right as Apex peaks. He wasted his opportunity of getting a frag right there, but manages to kill Maniac. Now a 1-on-1. Apex already got 2 people. He's looking for that 3-kill clutch. But can he get it? No, he cannot. He just decided to extinguish the molly.
Oh, well. 9-2, and EnVyUS looking strong in this one, definitely. And Titan, they had that one actually auto sniper on their team, that auto. So that's a major loss actually for them, definitely. We'll see how this goes. They're forced down to a low budget round as well. Apex there with body armor only. The gang, they're gonna play this smart. X6 and Apex going in for the kills right there. MBK and Smiths will finish them off eventually, but they do make some damage on EnVyUS economy right there, but it's not like they won't be able to buy either way since they won so many rounds in a row right now. They can buy whatever they really want, and that's exactly what's going to happen. EnVyUS, they were looking really strong. They had the economical advantage as well as the pretty much lead advantage in rounds as well. So Titan, we'll see how this goes with another auto on their team. Maniac, is he going to play? Hey, whoa, Kenny and Exist is cooperating right there actually.
Yeah, the double upsetter plus an auto sniper. That's Titan with a lot of sniper rifles at the moment, and Maniac just keeps it clean. Only 2 shots, doesn't spray with it. And is waiting for another guy to come his way, and that's Kiyoshima, who will walk right into his embrace. There we go. Oh, he gets killed, actually by Kenny, yes, who steals that frag.
It's fun as well, you can. Why do Titan right now feel so confident playing snipers? look at their lineup. 3 of whom are actually playing snipers. They're really confident with the snipers right there. Smiths is gonna go down to 39 HP as he gets hit by one of the snipers. Maniac will go down eventually. Kenny S is gonna flash out on long. Buys a lot of time actually. Forces the one member that's remaining, and that's going to be Smiths, to back off a little bit and gives Apex an advantage of getting that kill around the corner. So great play coming up by Titan right there, and actually well-timed flash coming up by Kenny S actually. So 3-10 in EnVyUS. They're in the 14th round, and they actually just lost their first round after their streak right there. So we'll see if they can take it back. Those are the kind of rounds that you just kind of have to shake off. So.
Yeah, if they win this round, then Titan will have to eco for the last round of the first half. That's no good. That is all looking up in dire straits for Titan at the moment, but they get an entry. However, it's a 1-for-1. Oh, a 2-for-2 now. So, yeah, actually by the ending of the previous round, I wanted to say that Smith is looking for that ace yet again, but he just got backstabbed and nothing to happen anymore. RPK and Maniac, 2 last man standing. They have the bomb in their hands though, so MVK cannot do a thing. Backs away as he's cut off by the smoke and an incendiary.
Yeah, MBK is gonna come up here on CT, gets that kill on Maniac.
1
HP remaining, so this is favorable for Titan since they have RPK with 41 HP, but at the same time, a headshot is enough with the AK right here, and that's what he has to go for right here. RPK though, with the timing, with the position, gets MBK eventually in 4-10. And EnVyUS losing yet another round right there, but you know, it's 10-5 if they lose this one round as well. So it's playing T-side on this map as well, playing offensive like they did, and you know, splitting up and everything. It's been a good T-side for them. Wouldn't doubt a second that they can play this pretty good on the CT side as well if they want to go in for entries and so on and so on, like we saw Titan do earlier in this game as well in middle, where they went in for the entries quickly and then just backed off to, you know, give EnVyUS one less of a chance. Smiths with the entry on Maniac, and that's the first kill of the round.
That's a great shot, and the auto sniper falls down immediately. So actually a thing I wanted to point out, there's no double op setup from Titan anymore. They just have KennyS left with a sniper rifle at the moment. And that's RPK finding the flag on Kiyoshima. Smiths falls, and that was the bomb too. So Titan are very much aware of what's going on the map.
Yeah, Titan, they're playing this cool right now. Not trying to gather some info. KennyS jumping above the smoke here to see if anyone's on short. Shox is there with the op, waiting for the frag to come at him. MK spots one out on our short, so now that they know someone is there, trying to provoke him would be the right move. Misses some of the bullets, but eventually gets the kill. Apex goes down. And Happy coming up on long here with the auto. Is he going to go in for that kill on Existence? That is a question.
Backs away at the crucial moment.
Yeah, that was...
Quite
that
weird,
was bad
but
timing.
his team still got the bomb plants. However, RPK comes in from Catwalk. He has the company of KennyS too. That's a 1-on-1 left. Happy on long in the pit with the auto sniper, but there's an AWP in the hands of KennyS, so can finish it all with a one shot. But now it's evened up as Happy hit one. There we go. He cannot defuse the bomb at this stage, so Happy just needs to chill and not lose it. That's EnVyUS 11-4 by the ending of the first half.
Yeah, and well, Titan, when they did win rounds and rounds, you know, it's kind of like what we saw from them was, hey, let's spread out, try to go in for that first entry, then back off quickly, because, you know, we want to have that one-man advantage established before we start playing this round with tactics and so on and so on, because Titan, they play that smart. At the same time, what we saw was EnVyUS for a while there. You know, what they did was when they split up like that and tried to, for example, on the long, the first four, I think that was a fourth round that we saw, they all went long, and, you know, they pretty much spotted themselves out instantly and gave Titan around as they just moved from the B side to the A side, supporting that instantly. So when they started to step up and, you know, when they split it up and so on, EnVyUS played that really smart on the T side. The first round enters in with a kill from Shox right there on Apex.
Yeah, that one tap just wrecked them, and NBK looking for the heads. He gets two of them, completely shuts down the push, stops them in their tracks, and Shoxy to help out. That's a full house for EnVyUS, 3 for Shoxy, and 2 for NBK. Unfortunately, NBK didn't live to see the end of the round, but that doesn't matter. That's only 1 frag in the pistol for Titan.
Yep, it is. And now we're gonna see. This is something I like, because teams have started playing with SMGs so much now, because they give you so much money. It's a smart move, but you know, it could be risky at some points as well. If you know, Titan, they're playing T side, are the Rec 9 is gonna be there, or you never know as a CT. It's not gonna be there now, but that's what and that's actually what EnVyUS doesn't know. So they have to play this cool if they're gonna survive with these SMGs. Happy meeting some people on short here. Existence is gonna try to challenge him. He goes down to Existence, and that's what we were talking about earlier. If you lose those weapons, that's actually an economical waste if you don't get the kills. Shox right there on Apex. Smiths with a P90. He could pretty much jump and go for kills right there, but as he goes down to RPK, gives Titan an advantage of getting some time to plant the bomb. Shox is gonna be there. He's gonna jump, trying to go for that kill. Does manage to get it. RPK goes down eventually, and MBK coming up on short, supporting Shox in this one situation. Existence, there's not much he can do here. He has the MP9 as well, so he could try and go in for the kill as Shox is jumping, but it's not gonna be theirs.
Sharks another triple. That's the second time in the second half with only 2 rounds already played. He got a lot of money for the 3 frags with the MP9. That's 1,800 income for him. So he'll definitely be looking very, very good. We have 3 MP9s in the hands of EnVyUS at the moment. We have a FAMAS and an M4 from Kyo, but Existence opens it up with a Juan Dig in the middle. That's a great way to open up a round, especially if you don't even have Kevlars. Any special pistols other than that one Deagle, everyone else is playing with P250s only. Well, yeah, as Uvalti pointed out, there was no Rec 9, as you called it, in the lineup of Titan in the previous one, and they didn't get the bomb plant, so that's weird that they didn't even decide to force it up with Kevlars and anything. That was a clean eco in the second and in the third, so maybe they're looking for the multiple snipers yet again. Maniac finds the frag before going down, and that's 14-4 in favor of EnVyUS right now. Only 2 rounds for Envy until the end of map number 1, but as I already stressed out very much, that is the map that EnVyUS picked. That is the map that they have to win if they want to win the whole best of 2 series. So Titan, they're waiting for their own choice, for their time to come on cash. And here we go, Kenny S actually managing to buy up the AWP, while on the other hand we still have NBK playing with a FAMAS, and Happy is down to 19 points of health, which is not very favorable at the very beginning of round number 19. That might as well bring EnVyUS that 15th magical number.
Yeah, so 4-14, and EnVyUS just playing this super strong right now. So Titan, what they need to focus on right here is EnVyUS, because if we take a look at the map, we have EnVyUS, they're playing this solid split-up play as CTs. They have Happy playing and pretty much holding off short, and, you know, Keo holding off long right there. Smiths is on middle, so he can spot someone out if they decide to go anywhere out middle. And, you know, from the CT side of things, it's actually looking good. For Titan, though, they need to find a way to outstrat this tactic, because EnVyUS, if they get that one first entry as they decide to push out, you know, EnVyUS are just going to have this. But Apex and Existence, they actually get the kills. RPK goes in for it on Shocks as well. Smiths finishing off Existence eventually, though. But Kenny S replying instantly right there, gets the kill on Smiths. And it's a 1-on-4 situation. So Keo, what he can do here is pick up that off and pretty much stay right now. He hasn't, the team hasn't got too much money in, you know, their pockets. So this is actually a great move coming up by him. For that round, you know, Titan, they went out, tried to go in for kills, and they did manage to clinch the kills as well. But if it came to a point in which EnVyUS actually had that, and, you know, went in for the entries, and, you know, EnVyUS had the time, you know, used smokes, Molotovs, or whatever to pretty much lock Titan in and buy some time for the team to rotate, then that could have been their round. So Titan playing a, you know, very, very good individual play right there.
As you already pointed out, there's not a lot of money that EnVyUS had, but Kyo still bought up a Zeus and was waiting for a frag with it to get an exit or something like that in Titan. But yeah, what Smith wanted to do, he got the frag, but then he threw away his M4 to pick up an AK, and that's when the other guy killed him. He wasn't expecting that to happen. Wasn't expecting anyone to be right behind that smoke. So there we go, round number 20 is underway. Still, 14 rounds for EnVyUS. They have 9 rounds advantage at the moment. They are in a very comfortable spot. They don't really care if they lose like 5 or 6 or 7 at the moment. They just need 2, and that's it. That's what they're thinking about.
So we'll see right here, Titan. A lot of them are on middle, trying to get positions out. Looks like an A execute eventually. The bomb is there, but if EnVyUS manages to clinch an entry right there, then that can be it for Titan, and, you know, that will force them to back off eventually unless they want to push through and try to go in for the replies. We'll see how it goes. Jumps down on CT, goes out. Apex coming up on the A side, coming up from behind. Smith doesn't read it, goes in for the kill along as well. Doesn't really get it. Eventually Happy will need to back off, won't be able to do so. Existence on Shocks as well. It's just, you know, a 1-on-5 situation. Titan getting into the A side and just out-peeking, outsmarting EnVyUS right here, finding ways to exploit the fact that they're positioning as they're doing right now, and it's a really smart move coming up by Titan going down CT right there, and everyone just coming up at the same time. It's going to be a smart move, definitely, and the player from EnVyUS pretty much holding A side. Whoever it were to be, anyone, it could be anyone holding down the A side right there. Just standing behind those boxes is really what you can do there, unless you want to go in for the kills. But it's going to be super hard because the full team is actually surrounding you. So behind the boxes right there, and then just peeking one angle would be the smarter move.
Yeah, so the unfortunate thing that happened for EnVyUS was Smith was holding that bomb site A, and he only had a CZ-75. He couldn't peek on long range, he couldn't stop them on catwalk, he was waiting for them to actually take the site already. And then in a 1-on-5, what else can you do anyway? Yeah. So there we go, Titan opening up with a lot of frags, but that was mostly an eco from EnVyUS. They had one weapon, I think, but they didn't even manage to get one frag with it, so it doesn't matter after all. It's 14-7.
Yeah, and they're 7 rounds away from EnVyUS. EnVyUS amounts around right now, so we'll see how it goes. EnVyUS, they won't buy the head armor. They can, you know, save for a little change by not doing so actually. So with that being said, they'll have some nades to work with, and EnVyUS, they're that kind of team that maybe should save their nades a little bit later into the rounds, because they can buy so much time. For example, in that round on short, when they decide to rush out like that, they can just buy some time by throwing a Molotov or whatever, and pretty much forcing the team to back off or wait a little bit longer and get the rotation rolling by EnVyUS. So 4-4 situation, Apex with the equalizer right there. We'll see if he can get that one-man advantage taken. He will. Happy going down.
And there we go, that's a solid advantage for Titan right here. 2-man advantage, and they find Kirishima in this site. Just peeked out for a second, but got a bullet right into his forehead. Nothing else you can do at this stage. MBK with 4 health, but he's 1 up against 4. I don't think he knows that everyone else is low in the lineup of Titan. He doesn't possess this kind of information. So saving up might be the right choice at this moment, but he's actually pushing up catwalk, maybe looking for an exit, but maybe actually approaching this site as he pushes out farther and farther.
We'll see. Apex is there, and you know he's 1 kill off of that ace. It would be good for him to actually play that offensive angle right now, getting it, but he won't. And the round goes to Titan. Once again, right there, could have been the ace for him, but it's not going to be. Great play coming up by Apex, actually, with that AK. And right there on short, just going carnage mode, like, I don't know, he went spectacular on short, just getting that entry on mid, going off a short, getting the kill once again, then jumping down CT, gets another kill. It's like, one after one, Apex pretty much knows where each and every single EnVyUS player is going to be hiding, so well played by Apex right there.
Right, so there we go, Apex looking for some more, gets that headshot on Smith and spotted another guy trying to push up catwalk. NBK successfully pushed up mid, got 1 frag, but that's it, the weapon is gone, so now EnVyUS don't have anything in their hands to work with. Maybe that deagle in the hands of Kirishima might do something, but I don't think he'll be able to get a quad kill with it.
And it's like, it doesn't really matter how much EnVyUS wants to do economical damage to Titan right now. Whether they get all kills or so on and so on. Titan, look at their economy right now. It's so strong. It's insane. It's like, whether they win or lose, it doesn't really matter. They can still buy for the next round and get another chance. Though that's going to be the 15th point for EnVyUS. So, you know, you have to keep that in mind. Still, it's pretty much Titan. They can play offensive if they want to right here. It's not like they'll make a major economical loss, since they can buy exactly the same stuff in the next upcoming round as well. Happy right there. A maniac.
Gets a good shot. We'll save up that AK. That's a little bit of something for EnVyUS, but Kirishima wants to push up on B. Oh, Happy was also here. And he did not decide to save up that AK. They went for a round win. It definitely didn't work out. That's 14-9. Titans slowly but surely bringing it back. Just a couple minutes ago, EnVyUS were able to lose 5 rounds, but they've already lost 4, and it's getting too close.
Maniac does make some damage to Shocks on middle. He'll take that peek eventually, but it's right in time for Titan right there. The players has backed off, but Shocks trying to go in for that kill on middle as well. Goes down to 13 HP. Shocks once again getting hit. So both of them are hit right there. And EnVyUS has been playing solid on the upper hand side of... No, actually, Shox is the only one hit. Pardon me for that, actually. EnVyUS playing a solid play on upper mid. Actually doing great amount of damage on Shox right there, so...
And there we go, Happy. That's the second op in the lineup of EnVyUS. He's full on health, but he cannot find anyone just yet. No one will walk right into his crosshair. Has to wait a little bit longer, but that's Apex getting an entry somewhere around the CT spawn, and he's looking for the frag, and NBK, he will get it. Bomb site B is wide open for Titan at the moment. That's where they're gonna go with the bomb. And that's how they can win around. Actually, there's a smoke still in the tunnel, so they are afraid to walk right through it. But the bomb site is completely cleaned out. They finally enter, they finally plant the bomb. And what will EnVyUS do? They won't even make a move. They're just trying to not die at this stage.
And it's like EnVyUS, their CT play, what's going on right now? Like whenever Titan gets that entry, it's like they get that reply, but it's just that one player. So Titan just rushes them over and gets that second kill and get that one-man advantage round after round after round after round, early beginning of every single round. So Titan, they're playing this really, really smart right now. And EnVyUS, they need to find a way to anti-strat the fact that Titan is exploiting their positions right now, because EnVyUS, they're not ready on these refrags, so they need to be for the next upcoming rounds, or this could be looking really dark for them. Titan with another round right there, it will make it 10-14, and you know, with 6 solid rounds in a row, Titan, I wouldn't doubt a second right here that they might be able to take this one map home if it comes to a point in which EnVyUS are not going to switch up their play in a soon future.
Wow, just look at that. That's 4 auto snipers and an AWP. But they only deal 27 points of damage to NBK. I don't think that's what they wanted to achieve.
No, I definitely don't.
But well, they had enough money to spend, so
yeah,
no big fuss about it.
Would be fun for one EnVyUS player to actually come behind them right now, get into T-spawn and exploit the fact that they had those in the beginning. Well, 10-14, and EnVyUS, they're playing a split-up play once again. Titan, we're unsure here what they're going to be doing. Maniac is actually outside long, waiting for a push to come up, or, you know, playing the backup position for the team. Smiths is on CT, goes in for that kill on EnVyUS, gets the entry right there. So it's a 4-on-5 situation. They have the one-man advantage, goes in for the second, gets it. Apex goes down. And because of that, they have the 3-man advantage eventually, since Keo goes in for the kill on Existence. Shox on RPK on middle as well. Maniac alone on long here with the AK. Happy is ready on the refrag, and that's exactly what we were talking about earlier. They need to be ready on those refrags. And fun fact here, if it came to a point in which Smiths actually went down on CT right there, that could have been the entire round for Titan. They could have get that, you know, they got that kill and then decided to rush up B. They had such a, you know, cross-line play. It's insane, coming up from tunnels as well at the same time. It's going to be hard for Titan to hold that down. So great play coming up here by Titan. Unfortunately, it didn't work out all the way. EnVyUS winning the round in the end, and we'll see how it goes.
Existence at the beginning of the round drops into suicide, but there's no one covering middle from EnVyUS this time around, and he manages to survive. That could have been an entry frag for the CTs, and we only need a round more. So that entry would have been massive. Now Kiyoshima almost got spotted through that smoke, as it had a tiny gap to the left. So he could have got killed right here. So missed opportunities on both sides in this round number 26. And Titan setting themselves up for B. Well, with the bomb in the middle, that's a frag for Smiths. And that's the bomb in the position of the CTs.
Existence is the one they have to count on right here. If he doesn't get that bomb up, then that could be pretty much over for them. He does get it and runs in towards tunnels and can hold that down pretty well, since they have the smokes on both window and doors. So buying a lot of time here to get the bomb planted. Smiths though jumping with the up, gets the kill on Kenny as he runs up towards the site. And Smiths actually, he has been playing really good this game actually. It's incredible with the op as well. Like, definitely a thing to look at. Smiths on window. Happy coming up on CT, throwing out that nade. Apex.
Oh, that's a good one.
Go low, but yeah, that's a actually deals major amount of damage, but Apex coming through that smoke gets the second. Smiths and Happy goes down, and Keo will go down eventually to Existence as he's in tunnels. 11-15, and EnVyUS still, after they got that one round, didn't get the momentum flowing, and Titan just shook that, you know, they just shake that off, you know, dirt off your shoulders. It's not Titan. We know who we are. We can get this comeback going if we want to, but we'll see. EnVyUS, they're still looking strong here if they step up their game. In the earlier round that we saw, they played that really smart. Team damage? What?
Apex down to 64 points of health, that's it. But he got a quad kill in the previous round, that's also a thing you have to underline. Oh my goodness, Maniac and Existence both down to 5 points of health, but they managed to survive, and that's a round for Titan. As Happy, the last man standing, I don't think he will be able to clutch this. At least gets the AWP, he's the AWP for EnVyUS, might get a lot more, gets the frag and Existence, but now gets shot down by RPK. Still, 2 frags, that's great. He wasn't a 1 and 5.
Kenny, what are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, team damage in that round, pretty much, I guess, just really not communicating in the beginning of the round, gets MBK. That's a great entry early beginning of the round as well. So EnVyUS has to keep that in mind when they play this out. One player in middle trying to get Kenny S, but Kenny just jumping around like a chicken, pretty much making a lot of the players on EnVyUS miss bullets right there. Apex will go down eventually though, and that's the equalizer. So great play coming up here by EnVyUS getting that equalizer. We'll see if that is enough though. Titan has been getting rounds after rounds after rounds now, so we'll see if they can get yet another round and make it 13-15.
Okay, so we still have Happy and Choxy with the AWPs in the lineup of EnVyUS, but where is Titan gonna go? They have a man in the tunnels, they have a man in catwalk, and they have Existence who doesn't know where to go. But in the end, will it be a middle push? A mid to B is coming. Actually, not a mid to B. 3 people in the tunnels, only 1 man in the middle to try and get some frags. Kiyoshima pushed up so much, so aggressively, but cannot find anyone since there's no one there in the vicinity. But Shoxy gets 1 frag before letting the T's into the site. That's a great one to at least stop them for a second or two, to let EnVyUS know what's going on, and to let them rotate.
And it's just a walk in the park getting into the B side right there. Titan, they're playing that super smart. EnVyUS, they're positioned in a really hard situation right now, and it's, they're instantly going in for that save. They know that 3-on-3 situation still, with the amount of money that we have, it's going to be hard and tough for us in the next upcoming round. So saving this could actually benefit us in the end, and it's actually what they're going to be doing. So we'll see how they play this out in the next upcoming round.
Yeah, and retaking that bomb side B is always so hard.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
That's the thing. Titan with 12 rounds already. They will be looking for that overtime to come. Oh, with 13. He didn't get actually updated. So 2 more. 2 more rounds until the end of the regular time. Will it be an overtime, or will it be EnVyUS finally coming out as the victors on Dust 2, their own map?
Yeah, we'll see. EnVyUS, they have Shocks there with a 5-7, and it's actually really low budget right now. They haven't got too many nades to work with right there. MBK only dealt with a smoke and a flash. It's on Keo right there, who can buy some time with a fire nade if he wants to, but even that is going to go away super quickly. So EnVyUS has to use their nades well right now if they're going to take this home. Titan has been playing this really smart earlier. Wouldn't doubt a second that they can make this happen once again. Smith's playing the position he did earlier, where he got the the frags after frags after frags on middle. We'll see if he can get those again. No one's actually out on middle, so they decide to back off, coming up on short. And it's about time they make the right move. 45 seconds remaining of this round, and Existence is going to throw out that flash eventually. Looks like they're lining up towards the A execute right here. The bomb is going to be picked up on middle. And pushing eventually in here. Molotov is going to come up, trying to force a player out. Shots is going to play that smart with a 5-7, gets that kill, pays out clean. Maniac, though, with a Keo on a long 2-on-4. And MBK and Shocks, there's not much they can do in this particular situation. Apex, has already gone down as well, so Titan, they have that 4-on-2 situation, and it's a 2-man advantage. It's going to be super hard for EnVyUS to take this home.
Yep, Sharksy also down to 25 points of health, so if he gets caught by anything, he'll go down. But MBK is the one who'll meet Maniac. Finally manages to kill him. Unfortunately, his teammate who died just a second ago on long didn't. That would have been a 3-on-3. But instead, they just have to save the weapons and give Titan yet another round. It is coming to an overtime if Titan can take another one. And they're not looking bad at all, so they most probably can. But just look at the amount of frags Apex has at the moment. That's 33. A great performance by him on the first map.
And it's funny to point out as well, we had 11-4 in halftime, and Titan clinching this one back. One round by each other. It's just like they're just dominating this right now. They're reading pretty much what EnVyUS decides to do. RPK playing a great lurker role, actually gets that kill on MBK. Shocks replying instantly though, and RPK goes down eventually. But 4-on-3 situation, still EnVyUS. They're in a one-man disadvantage actually right now, so Titan can take this home easily if they play this right. Smiths is going to be holding this down on the A side, smoking off so he doesn't get spotted out instantly, which is a smart move here.
But
since they need to get up. Yeah, the nades though are going to be there.
Oh, they don't deal too much damage though. So Smith's trying to stray it down through the smoke. That's not the greatest choice since you don't have a lot of ammo in that M4A1 and S, and you could easily run out of it. Oh man, yeah, Concat will heal spot happy way too quickly. Gets hit in the head, but it doesn't matter. The molly misses him too, and that's down to Shoxy only, who goes down to Maniac. What a one tap. And there we go.
Okay,
That's an overtime coming. Incredible play from Titan. 11-4 as you pointed out. How does that even happen?
All right. I don't wanna see too many people say bot Maniac anymore. That was actually particularly good, if I can say it myself.
Yeah, definitely.
Well played by him. Definitely a short there. So, and Apex as well. The ace, or no, he didn't get the ace. 4K that he got. And you know, Titan, they just stepped that up from pretty much having nothing to having everything, and they had all the info, all the knowledge about EnVyUS, and just a matter of seconds snapped up and got 15 rounds. Now that they do have this, it's over to overtime, and Titan are going to play the T side again, and they've been playing this for a while now, so they're warmed up. They're warmed up, and we'll see if they can get this momentum floating on the first half of the overtime.
Yeah, and there we go, 15% on Titan only on CSGO Lounge. I don't think the game shows that. Titan is extremely strong, and as we pointed out before the match, it will be a 50-50. And both maps actually very evened out, so everything can go down right here. And though.
It's super funny to point out as well. When I say 50-50 games, and they become 50-50 games, everybody's like, you were wrong in the beginning. So it's like, all right, I see what you mean. All right. Titan and EnVyUS right now, and they're playing this. It's a super fair game, and 15-15 right now. We're going over to overtime. So with that being said, we have Nero here. How you think this is gonna end?
Well, at the moment, EnVyUS looking very, very good, but the bomb is actually already planted by Titan, so they can still clutch this round. They looked extremely fine until the end of the regular time, but actually in the overtime, once again everything might flip. Just as in the first half, EnVyUS was crushing Titan, and then in the second, Titan was crushing EnVyUS. So now in the overtime, in the first half of overtime, EnVyUS can come out on top, but then Titan will once again come back, and the cycle can just never end. And there we go, EnVyUS are taking the first round of this.
Yeah, so EnVyUS on the CT side right now, playing the first round of the overtime, gets the round as well. So 16-15 is what we're seeing right now, ladies and gentlemen. And Titan, they had that flow going into to the second half of this game, and right now what we're seeing is it's not too solid actually. So with that play coming up, EnVyUS managing to retake the side, get the defuse as well, and we'll see how it ends if they can play this and actually limit the push from Titan this time, because Titan has, even though they lost that round, they still got into the site, still got the bomb planted. If they can actually limit the push from Titan and pretty much close them off, it would be interesting to see, because EnVyUS, they're that kind of team where if they need to go in for retakes, it's such a risky round, especially when you're meeting Titan. They had these players like KennyS, Apex, and Maniac played a super great, he played the most superior round I've ever seen in this game. That 4K actually gave them a round right there. So pretty much Titan, they've stepped it up right now, and we'll see if it ends as the first round, or the first half did, if EnVyUS can take this, or if Titan can make the comeback come true.
Alright, so Smith's and Happy still with the orbs, but once again the bomb's already planted. Whenever EnVyUS get an advantage in that overtime, Titan still managed to plant the bomb, so that's no solid advantage at all for EnVyUS actually. And they're gonna try to retake that site, but there's 3 people on catwalk, and coming in from CT spawn might be very dangerous. However, they just picked them off one after one. And the bomb will once again get defused. EnVyUS looking incredibly good in the first half of the overtime.
Yeah, they're playing this really smart. We'll see. Last round of the first half, it's an MR3, so the economical situation for both teams are looking pretty steady. We have KennyS there with he has to force down a Tech 9, but it's not gonna make too much of a difference right here. If any one of Titan's members gets that entry, that's a free weapon for him in the end. So EnVyUS right here, they need to play this smart, and they're gonna play this super defensive. If we take a look at the map, Titan, they're playing. Happy gets the kill along, actually. Maniac tries to go in for the offensive peek right there, but he's gonna get punished for that in the end. And 15-17, as EnVyUS finishes out with the entry, Titan are gonna be dealt with a one-man disadvantage. So
Well, KennyS only playing with a Tech 9 up until that moment. Somehow managed to pick up that weapon, but I already wanted to point out that he died right in the door.
yeah,
So it was an extremely dangerous position to pick up the AK from. He still managed to do it, now has the bomb in his hands too. And they repositioned themselves towards the middle, but that's where Shoxy is. He gets the headshot. KennyS drops down from catwalk and gets the headshot. I actually expected Shoxy to win that one, but still we have a 3-on-3. That's an even situation for both of the teams at the moment. Kiyoshima once again with the Zeus.
a 3-on-3 situation, and the equalizer has gone out. Kyo there with a one-man advantage, taking the kill on existence. Smith
with a backstab.
Yeah, taking his time to get that kill. RPK goes down, and KennyS on a 1-on-3 situation. It's going to be a super hard situation. Goes in for the kill eventually. Smith's taking this one home, and it just looks like it's easy as a pie in this overtime for EnVyUS. We'll see if they can do the same playing T-side here, if Titan will actually make it a double overtime right now. So 18-15 for EnVyUS, and they just need one more round to take this home.
Yeah, and EnVyUS, in the second half, they only, on the CT side of the regular time, they only managed to win 4 rounds when they had 15 to work with, and now they win 3 in a row.
Yeah.
That's just incredible. So EnVyUS definitely looking to win this map, but let's see, Titan can also step it up. They might have rethinked the CT side and go into this one with a fresh setup, with a fresh mindset. And there we go, that's a 3-on-3 after a little bit of a lag, and Happy walking right into the face of Existence. How did he not spot him? That's just weird. But Existence with a frag. RPK looking for more. Kiyoshima and Shoxy right underneath the site. Was about to get the frag and RPK, but KennyS is holding that angle, so he cannot do a thing. RPK finishes off Kiyoshima finally. Shoxy now in a 1v3. The chances of winning this one are not too big. But it's just the first round of the second half. There's still 2 more for EnVyUS, and they only need 1.
Yeah, 16-15 or 16-18. Pardon me for that. And Titan, they're ET playing that. Yeah, I think that's what we saw from EnVyUS as well. Playing T side, they rethinked what could have been done playing T side earlier, and that's pretty much the result of the first half of the overtime right there. Getting the 3 rounds in a row. We'll see if Titan did the same thing playing CT. It doesn't look like it. Shox going in for the kill on Apex as he decides to push out, try to get some info on mid. He does get punished for that. Kyo as well. RPK just wants to push through the smoke. Kyo gets the kill, and it looks like Titan, when they want to go in and try to get info just by pushing through and playing offensive, it's like EnVyUS, they're always there to wait for a frag right now, especially in this one round that we're seeing. Existence goes in for the kill on shot, it's a 1-on-3 situation, and he's going to be surrounded from every single, part of the map. It's going to be hard for him to take that.
That will be it. It's the 19-16 in favor of EnVyUS. They take this map, but, well, that took them quite a bit of time, and it was the map chosen by themselves, so it's looking extremely good, actually, for EnVyUS, but extremely good for Titan on the other hand, because on map number 2, they're gonna go with a great confidence that they showed up so much in Dust 2. That was the map of choice for Envy.
Yeah, it was so close for them as well. It's really like a waste of time because this is the best, considering this is the best of 2, trying to go in for a comeback like that and then just losing in the end, pretty much just tripping on the goal. Well, is that an expression, by the way? I don't know. In Swedish, we say like trip on the goal.
Well,
on the finish line. Yeah, trip on the finish line. Isn't that it?
Yeah, that should be understandable. Yeah. But yeah, you're from Sweden, I'm from Poland, so we need a man from England right here to tell us that.
Should be triple guy cast, kind of.
Yep. All right. So that would be it for map number 1. Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. But just in like 5 minutes, we'll be having Titan versus EnVyUS on Cash. So don't go anywhere. My name is NeuroIntegrate. Alongside with me is still Volty, and he will stick together with me for the second best of 2 too. So right back in like 5 minutes.